Everybody, it's Mark Pruitt with Strategic Estate Planning Services. We've got another strategic money tip for you today. And this is one that Della and I have dealt with personally. In fact, we've just dealt with it for about 6 hours. And it's something that I want you to not have to do. And so it's very rare. Usually I am warning people on issues of fraud. And this is something that we got hit with, and it was a very, very unique way that we got hit with it. So let me kind of give you the premise of what happened. Della gets a call from home or from someone at home, and they say that they are from a phone company. I won't give you the name of the phone company. I'll just say our phone company that we have our cell service with. And in doing so, she begins to drill down because they said that there is fraud and that they have found fraud on our accounts and they need to verify who we are in the conversation first. So she begins to ask them questions. What's your name? What's your employee ID? He actually does that. He also gives a case number for the fraud case number. It sounds very, very, very legit. And he said, but in order for us to verify with you that we are talking to who we think we're talking to, we just need to send you a code. And today, you do all these third-party verifications that come into your phone. You got to punch in a PIN. They give you a PIN. You punch in a PIN, and you're good to go. Well, they send that to her. She hits the verification, and they go a little bit further, and then all of a sudden, click, gone. And so she knew something was up immediately once that happened. So we, long story short, called AT&T, had to go through 2 or 3 departments, finally got connected to the fraud department. They're talking with us as well, but before the fraud department, I say they make you fill out forms. You've got to go into and fill all this stuff out, and it's just a rigmarole. As I said, it took 6 hours to do this. But we got a young lady in the middle of this before we got to the fraud department that also was able to help us. And what she told us is, which is the purpose of this particular strategic money tip, is what never happens. And so no matter what carrier you've got, I would tell you, check with your carrier and see, because this was our mistake that we made. And she said this. She said, we as a phone company will never call you to alert you of fraud. We will never text you to alert you of fraud. We will never email you to alert you of fraud. And we will never verify that you are a third party. She said, here's what we do. If you see fraud on your own accounts, then you will call us. Then, once you call us, we will then verify who you are and do all the things that we need to do, but it's not coming from them, the telephone company, first. It's coming from us first, and then they verify who we are. So it's backwards in regards to what actually happened, because they called Della. In the end, we would notify them. So I wanted to make you aware of that because I'm not kidding you. Della dealt with it for 2 hours. She said, I can't do this anymore. I'm out. I spent the next 4 hours. So that's a total of a good 6 hours. And honestly, there were phones that were being ordered for San Diego, 2 of them in San Diego, 1 of them in Houston. Uverse was also ordered, and another DirecTV thing that was ordered, satellite, I think, was also ordered. So, I mean, it's just all this stuff that just started happening, boom, immediately after she got that verification code and through giving it to them. So that's the bottom line, is don't ever accept anything in regards to someone calling you or wanting to call you saying that it's fraud. It just doesn't work that way. Even in our bank accounts, we know that we have to monitor our bank accounts all the time. And then when we detect fraud, we call the bank. Well, it's not any different with your phone company. And so one of the things I want you to be aware of is people say this to us a lot, and I do hear this a lot. People go, well, Mark, I don't want to be online. I don't want everybody seeing all my stuff. And here's my reply back to that. You're already online. They've already got all this stuff set up to where it can be done online. You just haven't done it so you can monitor it. Other people could hack and get into accounts. That's the reality in the world we live in today. It's already out there. And so what I encourage people to do is sign up, get online, monitor not only bank accounts, monitor credit cards, monitor your bill pays, monitor your phone companies, obviously, and see what all's going on out there, because you can see it, and then when you see it, you can contact the companies directly. Because the last thing you want to do is get into the point of having to deal. There's enough fraud going on between debit cards, credit cards, now phone companies that we've experienced. There's just enough of that going on out there that you have to stay plugged into your stuff. And I don't want anybody to be fooled to think, well, I'm not online. And the sad reality in today is everybody's online. It's just a matter of whether you can see your own stuff or not. Hopefully this has been helpful to you. If you got any questions on this at all, feel free to call us 1-800-381-8870. Pass this on to someone in your friends, family. That way they don't go through this either. Take care, God bless, and have a great week.
Thank you so much for joining us for today's Strategic Money Tip. If you have any questions about the material covered in today's video, or you'd like to speak with someone from our team, simply call our office at 1-800-381-8870. Also, while we have your attention, click the link below to watch our latest video. And to see more videos on tips just like this one, make sure to click the logo to subscribe to our channel. On behalf of the team at Strategic Estate Planning Services, thanks again for watching.